Everyone, I'm Barbara from Fairies in My Pond, and today is Tuesday and I will be answering one of your questions. I decided to take this question because this one is really asked a lot, and I thought that I would give my answer so we can get this one out of the way and really get into some real interesting things with polymer clay. Okay, the question is, what kind of clay do I use? What kind of clay would I recommend somebody that is beginning but is on a budget but would be a good clay to where they wouldn't have a lot of problems with it? Okay, I'm going to share with you what I use, and I do want to say that I have tried every single one of brands of polymer clay that has been available to me, and these that I'm going to bring out today are my most favorite ones. Okay, my first choice would be Cernet. It cooks up really strong. You get great detail. The other thing is that it doesn't change color if you do like stage baking, but it is very strong and you can get really strong detail. The first time I ever saw Cernet, it was in Germany, to where I saw these most talented artists that were sculpting these dolls out of flesh Cernet. And when I saw them, I'm not kidding you, it was like I thought they were real. That is how realistic that Cernet can be for somebody that is going to take their sculpting to a very, very high level with themselves. Okay, the second one, I'm going to have to say Kato. Kato, to me, she's got a real good clay. This is very strong. Now, the only thing with this clay is a lot of people I've come across in my classes and that is that when they've tried it, there's a smell to that it has in the raw clay. When it's cooking, I don't smell it, and nobody has really said anything about when it's cooking, it's when it's raw, that it gives them a slight headache. So I guess those people would be a little bit more sensitive to that, but it's a smell that it does not really bother me at all. It just smells like what a vinyl doll would smell like. But other than that, fantastic, strong, detailed, just like Cernet. I really do like it. And this clay too, it takes the stage baking very well too. It doesn't change color on me. The third one would be Fimo. Now this is Fimo Soft. I can only use this during the winter. The Fimo, I think it's a classic, or it's the original one. It's the one that is real firm. That one there is the one that I would use during the summer. Now, Fimo to me is a very strong clay, and I know many artists make jewelry out of Fimo. And I looked at it this way, is that if they can make jewelry out of it, it's got to hold up. So that's when I decided to give Fimo a chance with the dolls. And I have to say, I like it just as well as Kato, Cernet, and my one other clay that I'm about ready to bring out and show you. Okay, that does not change color either on me. Okay, now this is the last one, but it is pricey, and I bought kind of a big batch of it, and I have to say I really like it, but I didn't like the price of it, and I probably won't buy it again, and that is Bozzy. I had to try this. Bozzy is to me a lot like Cernet, but when I experimented with this, I actually did this. I took a doll, and it wasn't anything that I was, it was real detailed or anything like that. It was really just an experiment because I wanted to test that clay. I took it outside and I just kind of like dropped it right on the concrete, because what I found when I took it out of the oven, I found that this clay, after I cooked it, it had so much flexibility to the whole doll that I had to take that outside and try it. And I have to say, it never broke a finger, it never chipped the nose off, chipped an ear off, nothing. Now, I do not recommend anybody going out there and taking one of their good dolls and try it. I only did that to test it. And I thought that this was really some good clay. It even has a different feel to it after it's cooked. It's a little bit different than the Cernet, but to me it's just too pricey. That also didn't change color on me either. Now, to get to what clay would I suggest for someone to start off with, if you're not going to want problems, because I really have found this, that when people, they have the idea that they want to sculpt something, and really they don't have, let's say, any kind of background or, knowledge or of sculpting or anything, which I don't feel that you do. You just learn on your own. You can do that. But what happens is that they go for a real cheap clay, which there is a positive to it, but there can also be a negative to it. And I'm going to give you the negative to it first, is that when it causes problems and somebody is first starting out, it can really discourage them, and it can really put them in a direction of, this is so difficult, this isn't worth it, I don't even want to do it. But then yet they still have that feeling inside that they want to do it, but they don't go any further with it. If they got a clay that at least they wouldn't have as many problems with, that they could get something out of it, it leads them in more of a positive direction of saying, oh, I want to do this again. And as they keep practicing with that brand of clay, then they can move up to even a better brand. What brands would I recommend? Really, I would say go with Fimo. Fimo, depending on what you're going to like, the soft or the real firm one. I just don't have any problems with Fimo. I think it'd be a very good one to start off with. Really, I couldn't tell you the price of these because, I just go in the store and I just pick them up now. The second one would be Kato. Kato to me would be a good one, but remember, if you're really sensitive to a smell, that could hinder you. So really, to start off with one, I would probably suggest Fimo. The other brands, and this is not against anyone, is that I found that a lot of other brands, I got a lot of Moonies from them. I had a lot of breakage, those two things. And these here that I'm showing you today is really some of my favorite ones. And I don't have Moonies, I don't have cracks. I would just say really try Fimo. Okay, now then, there's one other thing that I do want to share with you, and actually I'm going to bring this out in my next video next Tuesday. And if somebody was asking me, and I've got a piece here, they were asking me about translucent clay, and they say that how can you prevent getting so many Moonies in translucent clay? And I'm going to share with you just my own experience with this, and I've actually eliminated Moonies with translucent, and I even have a piece here that I have cooked up, and I will have it in my next video, and I'm going to share with you what I feel will help prevent having Moonies in translucent clay. Now remember, this I am saying is working for me. So somebody else that tries this, it might not work. It doesn't mean that neither one of us are right or wrong, because this is what my whole art channel is about. Nobody is right or wrong. We are only sharing. If this is the first time that you've been here on my art channel, please subscribe for more videos. It doesn't cost you anything. It is free to subscribe. I will leave the links below for my Facebook fan page and my blog. Please join there as well, because I post a lot of pictures and information as I'm moving along with my dolls that I am making videos on. So I hope that I will see all of you there, and see you in my next video.